not to be confused with John Piers. John William Peers is an Australian professional tennis player who competed mainly on the ATP Challenger Tour both in singles and doubles until 2013, when he began to focus solely on doubles and began competing on the ATP World Tour. Peers reached his career high of World No.7 in doubles in September 2015. His highest ATP singles ranking is World No. 456 in June 2012. John Piers went to Mentone Grammar and led the firsts team to 2 premierships, his first when he was in Year 7 in 2001 and his second when he was in Year 12 in 2006. Piers is the son of former pro tennis player Elizabeth Little and the brother of tennis player Sally Peers. Professional career. Peers began the 2013 season playing with fellow Australian John Patrick Smith, receiving a wild card into the Australian Open. It was here that Peers gained his first ever Grand Slam victory, upsetting Polish duo of Mariusz Fiersenberg and Marcin Makowski in their opening match. In the second round they fell to Sergei Stakowski and Mikhail Yuzhny in straight sets. In February, Peers teamed up with established doubles specialist Jamie Murray, a partnership that immediately looked to be a successful one, as the pair reached the semi-finals of the first tournament together at the Open Stade de France. A couple of months later, Peers and Murray won the first title together, defeating 13-time Grand Slam champions and world #1 pair Bob and Mike Bryan in the final of the U.S. Men's Clay Court Championships after coming back from a set-down. The pair played the first Grand Slam tournament together at the French Open. However, despite taking out the 15th-seeded team of Noel and Polasek in the first round, they ultimately fell in the next match against Colombian duo of Juan Sebastian Cabal and Robert Farah Maksud. This, however, allowed them to compete at the Aegon Trophy, a challenger event which they ultimately won. Peers and Murray then went on to have a fairly successful grass court season, reaching the quarter-finals of the Aegon Championships, and the semi-finals of the Aegon Championships. They headed to Wimbledon in a confident mindset, however went out in the first round to James Blake and Jurgen Melzer in a 5-set thriller that ended 14-12 in an 87-minute final set. Their early loss did not dishearten them, however, and the pair went on to win the second title of the year a few weeks later, at the Crédit Agricole Suisse Open Gstaad. At the US Open, the pair had the most successful run at a Grand Slam tournament, making it all the way to the quarterfinals, defeating 9th seeds David Marrero and Fernando Verdasco on the way. In the end, the pair went out to eventual finalists Alexander Payer and Bruno Soares in 3 sets. Next up for the pair was the Asian swing of tournaments, where the pair had the best run of results to date, making 2 finals in a row and competing in the first Masters 1000 tournament as a pair. At the PTT Thailand Open, the pair were seeded 3rd, and went on to win the 3rd title of the year. Peers and Murray defeated multiple Grand Slam champion and former world #1 Leander Paes on the way to the final, where they defeated Thomas Bednarek and Johan Brunstrom in 3 sets. The following week, Peers and Murray reached the second final in a row, Peers' first ever ATP 500 final at the Rakuten Japan Open. Despite a close first set, the pair lost to established doubles pairing of Rowan Bopanna and Edouard Roger Vasselin in straight sets. Peers competed in his first ever Masters 1000 tournament at the Shanghai Masters, where he and Murray defeated established doubles champions Julian Benachou, Nenad Zimonjic and Robert Lindstedt on the way to the semi-finals, where they lost in straight sets to Spanish duo of Marrero and Verdasco, in a closely fought contest that ended up being decided by 2 tiebreakers. Peers began the year with regular doubles partner Jamie Murray at the Brisbane International. The pair made it to the semi-finals before they lost to Daniel Nestor and Marius Fierstenberg in straight sets. The next tournament was the Heineken Open. They made the quarter-finals before withdrawing from the tournament. At the Australian Open they were the 15th seeds. They made the second round before losing to Raven Klaasen and Eric Buteruck in straight sets. Peers played next at the 2014 ABN AMRO World Tennis Tournament with Julian Noel while Jamie Murray was out with injury. The pair made it to the quarter-finals before losing to Julian Benneteau and Edouard Roger Vasselin. Peers next played at the 2014 Open 13 with Jesse Houtekalung, but the pair lost in the first round. Peers next played at the 2014 Dubai Tennis Championships with previous partner Julian Noel, but the pair lost in the first round. Peers next played the BNP Paribas Open with regular partner Jamie Murray, but the pair lost in the first round to Jay Benneteau and Roger Vasselin. They next played at the Sony Open Tennis but lost in straight sets to 6th seeds Daniel Nestor and Nenad Zimonjic. Peers and Murray started the clay court season at the Grand Prix Hassan II where they were seeded second. They made the semi-finals before long to Lucas Delaoui and Thomas Bednarek in straight sets. They made a second consecutive semi-final at the BRD Nastase Riak Trophy before losing to top seeds Jean-Julien Rollier and Horia Tecau. At the BMW Open the pair defeated the top seeds Raven Klaasen and Eric Buteruck in the semi-finals before defeating Colin Fleming and Ross Hutchins to win the first title of the year. They lost in the opening round of the Mutua Madrid Open, but managed to bounce back and reach the semi-finals of the Düsseldorf Open. They followed this up by reaching the third round of the French Open, which was both the best result at the tournament, where they were defeated by top seeds Bob and Mike Bryan. They followed up the defeat by making the final of the Aegon Championships, defeating the Bryan brothers in the second round, but were beaten by second seeds Alexander Payer and Bruno Soares. They then lost their opening match of the Aegon International. At Wimbledon they were seeded 14th and made the third round before losing in 5 sets to Alexander Payer and Bruno Soares. In August the pairing reached the final of the Winston-Salem Open as the third seeds but lost to the pairing of Cabal Farah. In September, Murray-Peers also reached the final of the Malaysian Open as the second seeds but lost to fourth seeds Matkowski-Pays. The pair finished the year at the Swiss Indoors Open where they lost in the first round again to Matkowski-Pays. Murray-Peers again began the year at the 2015 Brisbane International where they defeated top seeds Rollier Tecau in the first round before going on to win the title by defeating the pairing of Dolgopolov Nishikori. The pair reached the third round at the 2015 Australian Open as the 16th seeds, losing to 4th seeds Dodik Melo. The pair's good form continued in Rotterdam where after losing in the qualifying rounds they were handed a one-hour match as lucky losers following a withdrawal. The pair went on to reach the finals before losing in a rematch against Rollier Tecau. In April, the pair again reached the third final of the year in Barcelona but lost to Dragomir Kontanen. In May, the pair reached back-to-back quarter-finals at ATP 1000 Masters in Madrid and Rome. In Madrid they lost to Lopez Murny and in Rome they lost to eventual finalists Granollers Lopez. In July, Murray-Peers reached the final of the 2015 Wimbledon Championships, losing to Rollier Tecau in straight sets. Major tournaments: Grand Slams, Doubles, 2 ATP Career Finals, Doubles, 19 Challenger Finals, Doubles, 12 Doubles Career Summary. Men's doubles amateur tennis. Peers played varsity tennis for the Middle Tennessee State University Blue Raiders before transferring school to play for Baylor University Bears. While representing the Blue Raiders, John earned all-conference honors from the Sun Belt in 2009 and 2010 in singles and doubles. Peers also received the Sun Belt Conference MVP in 2009. During his time at Baylor University, John was named All-Big 12 in both singles and doubles, and received ETA All-American honors in doubles. Paired with Roberto Maton, they finished the season ranked No. 5 in the national doubles ETA rankings. Peers also earned ETA Texas Region Arthur Ashe Sportsmanship Award.